Hi everyone, this is Maria Palazian from London Contemporary School of Piano. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to play chords with melody line. But our focus will be on the right hand only. If you have any questions, just visit our website and get in touch with us, and we can help you with anything. How can we play the melody and the chord both together with the right hand? The first song that we're going to work on is Hallelujah. Let me play the tune, just a small section of the tune. If we look at the chord progression of this song, and if I play the chords all in root position, this is how it sounds. We don't hear the melody at all. So what we should do to these chords? Some of them, we should play them in inversions. We know that each chord, a triad, has two inversions, first inversion and second inversion. How to know whether we should play the first inversion or the second inversion? Here is a good tip for you. If the root note of the chord is at the top, then you use the first inversion. If the second note of the chord is at the top, then you use the second inversion. I will show you how it works with this song. So, the first note is G, and that's the top note of C major. We don't have any problems, we can play it in root position. Then comes A, and the chord is A minor actually. See? The root note is at the top, so I'm going to use the first inversion here. Then it's the same again, C major, and the top note is G. It moves back to A, and the chord is A minor, so the root note is at the top. And see what I'm doing here. From C to A, I'm just lifting the top note, because C major and A minor, they share two notes, which is the C and the E. Let's continue. Then comes F major chord, but the top note is A. A is the second note of the chord, so we're going to play the chord in second inversion. Then there's an A here with the G major chord. That's just, let's consider it as a note that doesn't belong to the chord, because the next note is the G. And look, that's the G major chord, and the root note is at the top, so we will play it in first inversion. Then we play C major in root position because G is at the top. Then we have G again with the G major chord, so this means the root note is at the top, that's first inversion. Let's continue. Now, that's C. Now, for the F major chord, it's the second note of the chord, so we're going to use second inversion. Then, with the G, we have B. That's again the second note of the chord, so it's again second inversion. And with the A, we have C, which is again the second note, so again second inversion. Then F in root position. Then G. F and G, we're going to play them in root positions because they don't have any connections. Let's continue. Then the next chord is E, and the top note is E, so that's the root note. So we're going to play in first inversion. Then, look, the second note is at the top, so we play the A minor in second inversion. Let's work on the Hallelujah section now. So F major chord, the top note is A, that's the second note of the chord. A minor is in root position here. Second note again with the F major, so second inversion. Now the ending, That's E with a C major chord, so that's the second note at the top, second inversion. Then I'm just going to keep the ending simple. I'm not going to do all these things. I'm just going to keep it simple. Then we have G major chord with the D, and then the top note, the root note, is at the top, so we will end the song with the first inversion of C. Now, what we can do with the left hand, because with the right hand we're playing the melody and the chords. What we can do with the left hand. I know that the original song is based on arpeggios, but let's keep it very simple and let's play only octaves with the left hand. So this is how it's going to sound. Now, if you'd like to have a copy of the sheet, you can visit our website. We're going to move to another song. We're going to work on Lay All Your Love on Me. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to add chords to the melody line. This song originally is written on D minor, but we're going to work on it on C minor. Let me play the tune. Now let me play the chords. Similar to Hallelujah, we cannot hear the melody when we just play the chords. So we're going to work on inversions again. Just a reminder, when the root note is at the top, we use the first inversion. When the second note of the chord is at the top, we use the second inversion. So we will start with E flat, and in C minor, E flat is the second note, so we're going to use the second inversion. So this song actually starts with an inversion. Hallelujah started with the root position chord. Then the next is G. It's going to be root position. Then it's again C minor, but the top note is C. So that's first inversion. Back to root position G. And then we have E flat, the second note. So that's second inversion. And to connect G to C, look, you can just lift the top two notes and then play G7. That's G7. You just add the 7 to it. Then we play A flat in root position and G in root position. A flat and G, they don't have any connections. So if the first is root, usually the second will be in root as well. Now, G to C minor, we saw it in the previous example as well. We're going to lift the top two notes to play the C minor in second inversion because the second note is at the top. Then that's B flat. Then we have E flat, but the second note is at the top, so that's going to be second inversion. Our next chord is F minor 7. F minor 7 is like this. It's F with an A flat chord. So because the F is at the top, to get the inversion of F is very easy. We can play the A flat major chord down here. That's how we're going to play the inversion of F minor 7. Then we play B flat in root position. Then the last chord is E flat, but the root note is at the top, so it's going to be first inversion. Now, what we're going to do with the left hand, instead of playing them as octaves, we can just play single notes. enjoyed these two songs, you can add chords to any melody that you want. Just think about inversions as well. And just a quick reminder, so when the root note is at the top, use the first inversion. When the second note is at the top, use the second inversion. And if you have any questions, just visit our website and get in touch with us, and we can help you with anything. You can also watch other tutorials and lessons. And see you at the next video.